Subscribe right now because this is about to be the most unfiltered, no-holds-barred expose you've heard all year. And trust me, once you hear what really went down between Cardi B, Offset, and Ice Spice, you'll never look at any of them the same again, because behind the glitz and glam of the celebrity world is a dark undercurrent of jealousy, manipulation, betrayal, and calculated moves that can make a reality show look like child's play. And it all begins with Cardi B, the Bronx queen who fought tooth and nail to go from stripping to superstardom, only to find herself trapped in the most humiliating cycles of love, loyalty, and public embarrassment courtesy of Offset. The man who swore he loved her but couldn't stop chasing the spotlight, the groupies, and apparently Ice Spice, because yes, the rumors are true. Offset and Ice Spice have been a thing for a minute. Quiet, messy, behind the scenes. But Cardi's known for a while and she's been playing chess, not checkers, waiting for the right moment to blow it all up. And that moment finally came when Ice Spice was spotted backstage at the same venue Offset performed, at wearing the same chain Cardi had gifted him years ago, and fans instantly put two and two together. But here's the real tea. Cardi found out long before we did, and the pain, the rage, the sense of betrayal, it was boiling for months while she smiled for cameras and posed for brand deals, because Cardi knew if she reacted too fast, she'd be painted as the crazy one, the bitter wife, the overreacting baby mama. So she waited, and during that time, Offset wasn't just sneaking around, he was getting sloppy, texting Ice Spice on apps he thought wouldn't get caught, flying her out to secret studio sessions, and even introducing her to mutual industry friends who all swore they'd keep it hush. But Cardi isn't stupid. And when you've been cheated on as many times as she has, you learn to read patterns, not promises. And Offset had patterns. Same late-night sessions, same distance at home, same fake smiles when they're out in public. And the moment Cardi's gut started screaming, she began documenting everything. Because Offset didn't just cross the line, he tried to insult her intelligence by cheating with someone Cardi always supported publicly. Ice Spice, the self-proclaimed princess of rap, who got her flowers from Cardi early on, who was invited to her parties, shouted out in interviews, and told the world how much she looked up to her. And the whole time, she was allegedly getting her back blown out by Offset behind Cardi's back, and the worst part? Offset didn't even try to deny it when Cardi confronted him. He just gaslit her, flipped the script, made it about how Cardi was too busy, too successful, too unavailable. And that's when Cardi realized she wasn't married to a man. She was married to a narcissist who needed constant validation and used other women like trophies. And Ice? She knew exactly what she was doing. And if you think this was just a fling, think again. Because insiders say Offset told Ice she was different, that he could see a future with her, that she was everything Cardi used to be before the fame changed. Her and Cardi heard about all of it. From assistants, from stylists, from label reps who saw too much and said too little. And you could see the shift in her energy, from her tweets to her interviews, where she kept saying she was protecting her peace, staying quiet, and working on herself. But behind that silence was a woman unraveling. And when Cardi finally decided to pull the trigger, she did it the Cardi way. Loud, savage, and unforgettable. Starting with the cryptic Instagram lives where she hinted at betrayal, then the interviews where she started talking about snakes in the industry and how not every girl in the game was as innocent as she looked. And fans started connecting the dots, especially when Cardi posted and deleted that now infamous tweet. It's always the ones you clap for that want your seat. And guess who liked it before it was deleted? Ice Spice's burner account, and the internet lost it. But that was just the beginning, because Cardi had receipts, texts, voicemails, pictures, and more. And she started leaking pieces to her inner circle, letting them whisper it to blogs. Stir the pot, build the buzz, and when the blogs started reporting it, Ice Spice played coy, claiming she had nothing but respect for Cardi and that people were reaching. But behind the scenes, she was panicking, deleting messages, canceling club appearances, and ghosting Offset, who thought he was about to upgrade to the next hot thing, but got blindsided when Ice pulled a fast one and started posting cryptic messages about dodging bullets, which Cardi saw as the final straw. And that's when she went full scorched. Earth unfollowing Offset and Ice, scrubbing him from her page, and dropping a freestyle that sent the whole industry into cardiac arrest with lines like, "She wanted the man, now she got the mess, I raised the bar, you just settled for less." And fans knew it was war, and not just rap beef. This was personal. This was betrayal by two people she trusted in different ways. And as Cardi's freestyle went viral, Offset went into damage control mode, posting videos of their daughter, trying to look like a family man, while Ice stayed silent, thinking silence would save her. But Cardi had already started working on a full expose track, something deeper than just bars. A storytelling disc that named names, dropped dates, and painted Offset and Ice as the clowns they really were. And before she even released it, teasers started leaking. audios of Offset begging for forgiveness, screen recordings of late-night calls between him and Ice, and even a blurry hotel hallway video that showed a man with Offset's build and tattoos walking into a room Ice had just entered minutes earlier. And when fans matched the hotel's wallpaper to a shoot Ice did the next morning, it was over. Twitter exploded, TikTok turned it into a series, and Cardi just sat back and watched the chaos she'd carefully orchestrated, because this wasn't just revenge. This was reclaiming her narrative, showing the world that she's not the dumb girl who keeps taking him back, but the powerful woman who was done playing victim and ready to play executioner and Offset. He tried to spin it, claiming they were separated, that Cardi had been emotionally distant, and that Ice was a friend who helped him through a tough time, but nobody bought it, especially not when Cardi released her track, Snake. Season, where she rapped, kept receipts like taxes, got the screenshots in stacks, thought you'd sneak with her? I seen that lil rat. And that was just verse 1. And by the time the hook hit, Ice Spice had turned off her comments, Offset had gone MIA, and Cardi was trending worldwide because she didn't just win the battle. She made sure there wouldn't be a rematch. And the aftermath was brutal. Offset lost major endorsements. Ice Spice's PR team went into crisis mode. Cardi did an interview where she said, "It's not about breaking up with a man. It's about breaking a pattern." And I did that. And she wasn't lying because she changed the game. Not just for herself, but for every woman who's ever been played by a man who thought he could have his cake, eat it, and serve it to someone else. And as Cardi stood tall, reclaiming her crown, Offset faded into the background. Just another name in the long list of men who thought they could break a woman who built herself an Ice Spice. She'll recover maybe, but the industry never forgets. And she learned the hard way that when you try to steal from a queen, you get exiled, not elevated. And if you want more of this raw, real, no-filter storytelling, make sure you subscribe right now, because baby, this drama is just the beginning.